Trying to get my bearings straight. Alright. Just trying to get the audio up and going. I just got out of the movie theater, so excuse me. It's like 2 a.m. But just got out of the movies. Let's see here. Alright. Well, I'm probably just gonna roll with it. Alright. Cool. So, anyways, I just got out of the John Wick 3 film. It was everything I hoped it would be. It was actually a really, really awesome movie. You know, went and saw the Avengers Endgame, and compared to the Endgame, I would definitely have to say that John Wick 3 was better. So, like, if you're trying to save your money, definitely go for John Wick 3. A lot of anticipation building up for this because, you know, if you follow us on Facebook, we have posted some clips of Keanu and Halle Berry like training for this movie, like on the shooting range, and they're just going hard at it, like training, and you can tell that they put a lot of blood, sweat, and tears into, you know, trying to produce an actual good film that's true and accurate, you know, to the shooting world. And it's, you know, the Endgame was a great movie, but I mean, it's mostly fictional. And the cool thing about John Wick is, like, most of the stuff that actually happens in the movie could happen in real life. There was actually one particular scene, and I'm not going to give away any spoilers. Like, I don't want to ruin either one. I don't want to ruin the Endgame, and I don't want to ruin John Wick 3 for anybody, but it was incredible. The scenes that were in that movie, there was like an underwater shooting scene, and then at one point some people stormed in the building and they had like bulletproof helmets. And it was just really cool to see John adapt to that, you know, got out the shotgun, and it was some armor piercing ammo, and it was pretty sweet, actually. So it was just a really cool movie. I probably should have watched 1 and 2 before I went to see it, but I didn't. And it was just really cool to see all the special effects that went into making this film, the underwater shots, and it's just a true statement to what it's like, you know, shooting sports, which is really cool. There was a lot of knife fighting in the movie, and so I mean, it kind of caught you off guard a little bit because, you know, John Wick, the first 1 and 2, I mean, there's some pretty heavy gun scenes, and I don't really recall there being as much knife fighting as there was in this past one, but I mean, it was really good. I mean, I would definitely watch it again. It you know, it was just incredible to go see it, and to think that movie is actually doing better in the box office than the Endgame is really awesome as well. It just testifies to, you know, more people want to see real life type movies versus something that is completely based on fiction. I've heard of people walking out of the Endgame because they were so pissed off about how things were going in that movie, as far as just things not going right with their favorite characters or what, you know, what have you. But John Wick 3 was really good. I really don't want to give away anything else as far as that goes. I have been working on trying to get this podcast up and running. And so I've been working on some RSS feed stuff, trying to get all that synced up to where I can actually upload a podcast to Apple iTunes, to the podcast. And so that's really what I've been working on here lately. And I'm really trying to get this done because I'm starting to line up guests for the podcast. And I just want it to be, when I get off the ground with this podcast and I get on the go, I just want it to be perfect and flawless. I want it to be every week. I want to be, popping off a podcast and having a guest on just about every week. So, working on getting all that together still. I have taken a little bit of vacation time. I went and saw Alan Jackson this past weekend. That was really awesome. Went diving, Fantasy Lake, just trying to get like diving gear tuned up and ready to go for the summertime, because summertime is upon us and it's time to go diving. And the diving trip should be fun. I think I'm going to try to get my spear fishing cert this year, and there's a couple more diving certifications that I want to get. But just still trying to work on things, progress. It's going to be fishing season here soon, so we're going to try to get on some flounder, make a badass floundering video. And that's really about all that's going on. I really don't want to keep this long. I will continue to do like the live streams and what have you. And so I'm just really trying to get like on my game as far as that's concerned. I have some live streaming equipment. I'm trying to get used to using it, tuning in all the audio, and just getting everything the way it should be. I really don't like half-assing anything, so I'm just trying to get it all together. Some interesting facts about the John Wick movie there is the Rotten Tomatoes 89%, and IMDb was 8.3 out of 10. So, I mean, the ratings are really high on this movie. It's a 2 hour and 10-minute long movie. And I mean, I could just pour into the details if I really wanted to, but, I'm not going to bore people to death. I really just wanted to let anybody know that was thinking about going to see this movie, or, thinking about when it comes out, to really think about going to go see it in the theater, because I'm telling you, it's a kick-ass movie. Unlike the actual movie Kick-Ass, I wish they would come out with a sequel for that. But they're already talking about releasing a John Wick 4, because they did leave it hanging at the end there, so they definitely left a place for a sequel, a number 4, and I think it's already been confirmed that number 4 is going to come out in 2021, which seems like a really long ways away. But could I rewatch the movie again? Definitely. I mean, would I go to the theater again and pay $20, for a bag of popcorn and, $7 for a drink? Probably not, but I definitely plan on watching it again when it comes out, on Amazon or Fire Stick or whatever. So that's pretty much it. And without keeping it too long, I just kind of wanted to pop in and let people know that I'm still alive. I hadn't posted in about a week and a half. And another thing is, I don't know, I've just been, the last few days, I've been caught up in Upchurch and Scru. They've been having a battle royale, like Eminem and what's it, Machine Gun Kelly. So Scru is not really like a country rapper at all, but he's just a rapper / reviewer. And Upchurch is like, Scru released a diss track on Upchurch, and Upchurch did not like that too much, and so he responded with his own diss track. And they've been going back and forth like the last 2 or 3 days, and that's been pretty wild too to follow along with. I was really disappointed though, Screw really played the race card in his rap, but it is what it is. So if you like rap, essentially, especially country rap, you might want to get on there and check out the Upchurch and the Screw. Screwface, I think is his name. You want to check out their little banter they got going on. It's kind of awesome. They've been killing each other. So And I think Upchurch is definitely winning by far. If you go back and look at the likes and dislikes, Upchurch definitely is killing Screwface on that. But so just had a lot going on, you know, work as usual, full-time job, all that good stuff, and this is the last weekend I'm going to take off for, you know, it's Memorial Day weekend, so I'm just going to go have a good time. Maybe I can make something out of it. I've thought about lining up maybe a charter fishing trip or something, just something fun and shore maybe. But other than that, that's really kind of what's going on. I've been working on another video project for a paying customer, and so other than that, just plugging along. So like I said, not going to keep it long today. Just trying to, you know, create a little bit here, let, you know, people know that the John Wick movie it's worth every cent to go see it, especially in the theater. But in the end game, like I said, if I had to pick between the two, I would definitely pick John Wick, especially being, you know, shooter, hunter, fisher. But anybody that likes guns is going to like John Wick better than the end game. So, anyways, that's my take on John Wick 3. It is it's everything that it's been hyped up to be, and you know, I don't want to spoil the movie, so I just want to let everybody know that there's a lot of knife fighting and just some really cool stuff, like new technology that they incorporate into it. Probably one of the cooler scenes in the movie is they have like a gun room underneath the hotel, and it is just it's insane to see that. I mean, that's like every man's it's like every man's dream that is into shooting or shooting sports or whatever. So yeah, they're actually saying, there's been some news saying that John Wick has already brought in more in the first weekend than the Endgame did. So it's, you know, there's news articles right here saying that John Wick dethrones Avengers Endgame with 57 million first weekend. So anyways, saying 95% of people like the movie. All that being said, appreciate you guys tuning in as always. Camo 4x4s. If you haven't subscribed, make sure you subscribe. And I'll be back on here next week talking about something else. We'll figure out what that is when the time comes. But we'll definitely be doing a live talk show every week. I'm trying to prepare myself for the podcast and to get rid of the ahs and ums. I know I've dropped quite a few in here tonight, but I'm just trying to get away from that. But I just figured while it was fresh on my mind that I would come in here and say, you know, what I thought about John Wick 3. So definitely a badass movie. If you should really follow us on Snapchat. Camo 4x4s, CAMO 4x4s. Uploaded some clips from the movie. You know, nothing spoiler. So if you want to see just some cool shooting clips, I mean, they're like a minute long a piece. I think I uploaded like 4 of them. So there's 4, you know, 1 minute shooting clips up there. It's just really cool. One of them's got Holly Berry in it. Anyways, you know, you can do that. I think I uploaded one of the clips to Facebook. Hopefully they don't take it down, but you know how they are with copyrighted content. So I'm sure it's just a matter of time before they pull that clip down. But anyways, appreciate you guys watching as always. And if this is your first time here, subscribe if you hadn't already done that. And we'll see you in the next one. Y'all take care. Have a good week.